stuff going down. Appreciate everyone's support, future comments, like, subscribe, all that stuff that you guys are doing. I appreciate it very much. Keep it up. Awesome, dude. So this is why we're still cranking out these videos. I'm trying to make more and more. This is the most requested video I can even think of, is how is boost like in a big turbo setup like this. We do have the 6766 ball bearing twin scroll turbo. It's done on stock block with a fully built head, caliper seat cams, ported, the whole deal. And today I just wanted to show you guys exactly what boost like is like, man. Now some people like smaller frame, stock frame turbo, something like that, if you want to do auto X or something of that nature. I'm personally going a different route. We want to go big turbo if you don't already know. I mean big power rather, if you don't already know, so we went with a big turbo setup. Now that being said, this thing is tuned down pretty low because we want to finish the block up first and sleeve this thing before we make any danger to the motor. It's doing 600, just shy of 600 wheel horsepower right now on the stock block with a build ahead. We don't want to push that too hard, so we're keeping our torques only at 390 pounds of torque with that number. So we're going to rip this thing out very, very soon. We're only 2 components away from completely having all of our parts to finish building the block, including all the little miscellaneous things. And so then we're going to rip this thing out and then we're going to turn it up really, really high. That's why we personally have the turbo setup. Your big turbo setup might consist of something a little bit smaller. This turbo should give this especially since it's a little bigger, should give you an idea of the daily drivability of something like this. I daily drive this car, I want to say 4 or 5 times a week. Out of the 5 days I work, I at least drive it 4. You know what I mean? I always like to drive it. I always try to catch people with the GoPros, just in case a race happens, something like that. We're at almost 64,500 miles on this car in 4 years. So just to give you a reference, the car was bought brand new, man, and that's kind of miles that we're cranking on it. Went through a couple different stages. Stock turbo we had for a little bit with some bolt-ons. I just hated that plateau feeling for starters. Obviously we were going big like this anyways, but I hated that plateau feeling, and you do not get this with a big turbo. This thing just wants to keep climbing all the way up to RPM until you have to stop. And we're on low boost, so I'm super excited about getting this thing fully finished up so we can turn it up high. Now, some people might not want to do this setup, or some people be scared of doing a big turbo setup, and I understand some people have a bad thought about it, thinking there'll be a lot of boost lag, it's not there for you. It's not there for you if you're doing like an auto X. If you're having to load your motor really low, not necessarily low RPM, but you just have to hammer it all the time, you need instant boost, you might want to go with a stock frame style setup, an FP series, something like that, because that's going to be more fit to what you want. For starters, you should never be loading your motor down at 3,000 RPM or lower anyway. You shouldn't be punching the crap out of it. That's really bad for the stock block. There's a lot of stress on the motor at a lower RPM, which you maybe already know. So you definitely want to get the RPM higher anyway. So that's when, in my personal thoughts, it's like, what's it matter if you can't hammer in those low RPMs? I'm not trying to get out of a stop. I'm not trying to pull out and get merge onto a road really quick at those low RPMs, pretty much ever. That's a sacrifice I guess you make for way more power. I mean, 390 pounds of torque, which is in the safe zone. You want to stay under 400. And it made 583 wheel horsepower. We did 614 with a couple more, it was at 419 pounds of torque, so we turned it down a little bit for the stock block safety. But that just kind of shows you the difference there. Me personally, I love the big turbo setups. The power's there when I need it. Yes, you don't have that immediate response at a low RPM from a little tiny turbo. That plateaus very fast. But in sacrifice, I get a lot more for that in my personal opinion. And the daily drivability is not as bad as everyone thinks. 3,000 RPM start giving us some boost. You're gonna gain some. You're gonna gain some power. You're gonna gain 50% throttle at 3,000 RPMs. We're at 3,000 right now. I mean, that's like 4 something pounds. I understand it's only 4 pounds, but that's gonna get you up to make it drive like a normal car. And then once you're at, let's say 4,000 RPM, 4,500 RPM, just picking up 10, 12, 14 pounds, 4,500 RPMs ish, you fully hammer it, you're at 25 pounds. So it's what we're around set at, something of that nature set around. So me personally, I think it's very daily drivable to have a big turbo setup, even something so large like this one, even with the stock block, and we can't rev it to the moon like we want to. Right now we touch 8,000 RPM, maybe you've seen a little touch over that, but and at 8,000 RPM, this thing responds great, drives great. The daily drivability is awesome, and I have zero complaints about this type of setup. I mean, I would suggest this thing to anybody. And again, I wouldn't be worried about the boost lag. The only time you could ever be worried about that boost lag is if you're shifting slow and you're losing boost in between gears. I can understand someone bitching about that, but I don't really have too many. If you've seen some of the races in the past, I don't have too many of those issues losing boost with this, especially being twin scroll, helps keep that boost level up. But yeah, 4,000 RPM in this cruise. If I just give it half throttle, I mean 13 pounds like immediately. All right, so in a second here, I'm gonna try to get a little higher RPM, and I'll show you another half throttle at, let's say, 5,000 RPM. Right now, here's another example. We're at 3,500 RPM, just merging on over here on the highway. If not, mind you, this is highway driving, so it's a little bit different than city, but same if you're at 3,500 RPM. We're going up a hill, actually, and I started giving it half throttle. This is 50% right here. Almost up to 13 pounds again by the time it's climbing up to that. So you're getting that level of response that you need to daily drive the car just like normal. And then as soon as you get to the higher, which I'll show, as soon as you get to the higher RPMs, that's when you're making the real power, and that's where I want to see anyways, man. I want to drive it like a normal car, and when it's time to hit it, time to get on it, I want to be ready in the higher RPM level. Like, all right, perfect, man. So right here's the open spot here. So just to give you a higher RPM roll here. So if I'm at 5,000 RPM, I don't know, man. Not too much boost lag. As soon as you want it to go, it's moving. As soon as you full throttle that beast, I mean, it's instantly up. Looks like we hit like 28 pounds. It's a little cooler outside than when we tuned in the 90-degree weather, but that's it, man. So I mean, you can see normal driving. That's how it's gonna be. Saying cruising 80, no problems. I want to get over a little bit. I want to give a little bit of gas. Give half throttle, man. Right up the boost, gets me moving. So we just did some pulls on the highway right here now during the day, but tonight I'm gonna throw this camera back on without audio here. I'll put some things in the corner just so you can see, and that way you actually get a better visual of the boost levels that are happening at the RPMs. And again, I'll just put descriptions there. During the day, it might not be as great to see. I haven't looked at this footage obviously, so I'm not 100% sure, but that's that, man. So hopefully you guys maybe change your mind about big turbo setups and what you guys think about them. Maybe you might decide to do this instead if your power level is big. I've said before, don't spend money twice. Go for the setup that you want to stay with and end with, opposed to going bolt-ons and wasting a bunch of money and then reselling and all this stuff. Try to not make mistakes twice. So, bam. Boom. Surprise, man. Next day. We are here. Obviously, you see me wearing some different attire here. I'm going to do a couple extra pulls over here just from 0 going onward to give you guys some normal daily driving, what that looks like on the dash. Some 50% pulls. These are all going to be just from around 2,000 RPMs. I'm going to start giving it about a 50% throttle, around 2.5 to 3,000, and you're going to see the boost climb up. Again, this is just to get you going like a normal style car would be, and then in the safety zone where your higher RPMs in, it'll go full boost, as you're about to see in a second. And not only going to see that, but you're going to see that a little hardcore, like, because last night when we did those dash cam pulls at the night view, I actually accidentally, I had a camera on the outside and a camera on my dash, but I actually ran into a fox body on the highway, ran him on the highway, and then I ran it, and then he ended up following me like way out in BFE where I live, down here off the other streets. I'm talking to him for a second. He said he had a GT motor and it was boosted. You can hear it, or at least here you can. We didn't do honks, but rather his passenger screen 1, 2, 3. You're gonna see a couple pulls here of him kind of hitting it and me kind of dragging away. It's nothing to go home and brag about. The victory I had here, he said he was only on 4 pounds on a GT motor in his fox body. Not 100% sure what that translates to, but regardless, because of that, thank you so much. We actually ended up getting some really hard pulls from second gear rolls, 2 second gear rolls going through 4th. And then we did a first gear roll too, where you can see it runs really low boost. I'm not 100% sure why. Felt hella fast, but regardless, you're gonna see that. So now you're gonna get to see some normal daily driving. Pay attention really quick to the boost lag drop in between gears, which is pretty much non-existent, and that's what I really am glad we ended up running into this, so I can show you that. So let's watch some regular pulls straight to the night view, and that would be that, man. Definitely feel it, and then again in the safer style RPMs, you're ready for some full boost action. full pulls, half pulls, dead stop, just driving normal, regular driving, daily driving, a 600 horsepower big turbo car, man. That is what it's like. Again, we're on the stock block. Everything's getting swapped out super soon here. And so it kind of changed some things. We'll probably do another POV when that gets done, where we can fully rev out all the way and have a higher boost number, man. We'll definitely want to get down some videos here, man. But I hope that did clear up some questions if you guys had it. See what it's like to drive with a big turbo car. Maybe give some confidence, like, hell yeah, I'm just gonna finally do it instead of just getting a stock frame style upgrade, which nothing's wrong with that. Again, it's all in preference what you like, man. But no matter what you like, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, man. We'll see you in the next video.